Ever find yourself wanting to leap through time? Well, buckle up because we're diving deep into Quantum Leap.
Yeah, we're going way beyond your basic show overview, even if you think you've got it all figured out.
That's right. We're using that Wikipedia article as a jumping off point.
But get ready for some serious aha moments.
Exactly. Whether you're a Quantum Leap fanatic or just along for the ride.
This deep dive is gonna blow your mind.
Okay, so Quantum Leap. It's more than just a time travel show, right?
Yeah.
What makes it so special?
Oh, absolutely. It's this incredible mix of adventure and drama with a good dose of sci-fi.
Right, and don't forget those touches of romance.
Oh, for sure, and even some good humor sprinkled in.
Yeah, totally. But what really sets it apart, I think, is how it tackles these really complex social issues.
Yes. And it does it all within these historical leaps, which is brilliant.
Right. It makes you think about connection, second chances.
Absolutely, and the consequences of our actions, whether we intend them or not.
So true. And at the heart of it all, of course, is Dr. Sam Beckett.
Our time-traveling physicist extraordinaire.
He's not your average scientist, is he? I mean, the guy's got how many doctorates?
Six doctoral degrees. Plus, he's a black belt in Kung Fu. And, just for good measure, photographic memory.
Oh, right. And the musical talent.
Of course. How could we forget the musical talent? It's like they threw every amazing skill into one character.
Right. It's incredible. And the best part is those skills, they always seem to come in handy.
Exactly. It's like the show is telling us, hey, you never know when knowing how to play the piano is going to save the day.
I love that. It's like a testament to being well-rounded.
Right. Never stop learning, never stop growing.
Exactly. But thankfully, our boy Sam, he's not alone on this crazy journey through time.
Nope. That's where our favorite hologram comes in.
Al Kelavici, the one and only.
Cigar smoking, a bit of a ladies' man.
Five-time divorcee.
Five-time divorcee. But you know what?
Oh.
Underneath it all.
A heart of gold.
Absolutely. A heart of absolute gold.
He is the perfect counterpoint to Sam's, let's face it, sometimes kind of straight-laced personality.
Yeah. 100%. You've got by the book, Sam, and then there's Al, who's seen it all and lived to tell the tale.
And that dynamic, it just brings this amazing energy to every episode.
It's comedic gold.
It really is. Okay, so for anyone who needs a little refresher, what exactly sends Sam on this wild ride through history?
So Sam's on this mission, right, to put right what once went wrong, as they say.
Classic line.
Every time he leaps, he lands in a key moment in history where he has the chance to make things right.
High stakes.
Oh, absolutely. But here's the thing. He's being guided by this unknown force.
The puppet master we never see.
Exactly. It's this constant mystery who's pulling the strings.
See if you're guessing.
Yeah.
And speaking of mysteries, did you know the show's creators were initially told that time travel shows?
Yeah.
Yeah, not going to work.
Can you imagine? Thank goodness they believed in their vision.
Right. Imagine a world without Quantum Leap.
It blows my mind. But it really makes you think how many other brilliant ideas were just dismissed before they even had a chance.
So true. Persistence is key. And speaking of things that are key, let's talk about the music.
Oh, that iconic theme song.
Instantly recognizable, right?
Instantly. Mike Post, the composer, he nailed it. That perfect blend of excitement, but also this kind of underlying melancholy.
Yeah. It really captures the essence of the show.
And it's interesting. They actually rearranged the theme in the 5th season.
Really?
Yeah, except for the series finale. For the finale, they went back to the original.
Oh, that's kind of perfect. Coming full circle.
Exactly. Like they knew the emotional impact of that original theme.
Oh, for sure. They didn't miss a beat. And here's a fun fact for you. There's an entire soundtrack album just for the episode, The Last Gunfighter.
Seriously?
Yeah, featuring guest star John Anderson.
Wow. That's incredible. That just shows you the impact of that episode, right?
Right. It really resonated with people. Okay, get this. Quantum Leap. It bounced around the TV schedule like you wouldn't believe.
Really? Tell me more.
Okay, so it premiered on Fridays.
Okay.
Then it moved to Wednesdays. Went back to Fridays.
Oh, wow.
Finally landed on Tuesdays.
They were really searching for that sweet spot, huh?
They were determined to find its audience. Speaking of finding an audience, remember Quantum Leap Week?
How could I forget? Those commercials, oh my goodness.
Trying to get everyone to say Quantum Leap Week 5 times fast.
The stuff of legends.
It was something else.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to something a little bit controversial. The DVD release.
Oh, yeah. What was up with that music?
Fans were not happy about the replaced music.
Understandably. I mean, the music is so important to the show's feel.
Right. Luckily, they finally restored it for the 5th season release.
The power of fan pressure. It's a beautiful thing.
It is. And speaking of things that get fans talking, can we just
Yeah.
talk about that leaked alternate ending?
The one where Al becomes a leaper himself.
Yes. To find Sam.
So much intrigue. Those title cards, that footage.
It's like they knew they were leaving us wanting more.
And it worked.
What?
Theories are still flying around today.
Absolutely. But beyond the cliffhangers and the speculation quantum leap, it really made an impact, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. It really did have an impact, you know?
Yeah.
It might have taken a minute to really find its audience.
But when it did,
It struck a chord.
especially with that 1849 demographic,
Oh, for sure. They were hooked.
and who could forget that finale, huh?
Talk about a television event.
Over 13 million households tuned in to see how it all wrapped up.
13 million. That's huge. And yeah, sure, that open ending.
Oh, don't even get me started on that open ending.
It definitely left some people wanting more, but isn't that part of what makes it so iconic?
100%. That's what keeps people talking about it to this day.
It's true. Did Sam ever get home? We may never know.
The ultimate cliffhanger.
It's the mark of a truly great show, though, right? Something that stays with you long after it's over.
Totally. That's what makes it a cult classic.
Exactly. Speaking of which, Quantum Leap landed on TV Guide's top cult shows ever list.
And not just once.
Twice. It's a testament to its enduring legacy.
It really is. Okay, but let's talk awards for a second.
Oh yeah, Quantum Leap cleaned up at the awards shows.
Emmys.
A Golden Globe for the incredible Dean Stockwell.
Well-deserved, every single one.
Absolutely. This is a show that earned its place in TV history.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
But its influence, it goes way beyond awards. you know.
Oh, absolutely. It's everywhere.
Even Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
They gave a nod to Quantum Leap.
Seriously. Talk about a pop culture milestone.
Right. I mean, they use it as a fictional example of time travel in a movie about superheroes.
That's high praise right there.
It is. But Quantum Leap, it's also been a direct inspiration for other projects, too.
Oh, for sure. Like what?
Like the movie Source Code.
Oh, yeah. With Jake Gyllenhaal.
Right. And get this, the director, Duncan Jones, he was such a huge fan
No way. Really?
that he actually cast Scott Bakula in a voice cameo.
I love that. It's those little details that make all the difference.
I know. It's like a little wink to the fans.
And speaking of winks to the fans, we can't forget those amazing reunions we got to see on screen.
Oh, yeah. Those are great.
Star Trek, Enterprise, NCIS, New Orleans.
Having Scott Bakula and Dean Stockwell back together again, even just for a little bit.
It was pure magic.
Pure magic. But you know what I think is so cool about Quantum Leap? It wasn't just about the time travel. you know.
No, you're right. It was about so much more than that.
It used those historical settings to really dive into some serious social issues.
Exactly. It wasn't afraid to tackle the tough stuff.
Prejudice, the human condition, it made you think.
And it did it all while still being entertaining.
Absolutely. It sparked conversations, made you see things from a different perspective.
The Quantum Leap, it challenged us to look at history not just as dates and events,
Right. But as stories about real people.
with real struggles and real triumphs, just like us.
It's like right there in the opening narration. Yeah.
Mm.
Theorizing that one could time travel within his own lifetime, Dr. Sam Beckett stepped into the Quantum Leap accelerator and vanished.
He just vanished, taking that leap of faith.
And he invited us all along for the ride, which is what makes it so great, right?
Oh, absolutely. But it was always more than just an adventure.
Right.
At its heart, Quantum Leap was about empathy. I mean, really stepping into someone else's shoes, you know,
Yeah.
trying to understand what it was like to walk in their world.
Yeah, and Sam, he wasn't out there saving the galaxy.
Right.
He was making a difference in the lives of everyday people.
Exactly.
And I think that's what resonated with so many viewers.
Absolutely. It showed that you don't have to have superpowers to be a hero.
Right. And sometimes it's the small acts of kindness that make the biggest impact.
Couldn't agree more. Quantum Leap. It reminded us that history, it's not just something you read about in textbooks.
It's about real people and their stories, their struggle.
Their triumphs, their heartbreaks.
And through Sam's experiences, we learned that even in the face of adversity,
There's always hope.
always,
Always that chance to make things right.
to learn from the past and create a better future.
Exactly. And that's a powerful message, right? One that I think we could all carry with us.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up our deep dive into Quantum Leap,
Yeah.
I'm curious,
Yeah.
if you could leap into any moment in history,
Okay.
where would you go? And what wrong would you try to right?
Wow, that's a good one.
It's a question worth pondering, right?
Mhm.
Because as Sam would say, oh boy.